So I will share one. Angela and I actually took this poll together too. And ours was staying quiet while others are talking, tactfully, interjecting in conversations. One thing about being loving to present and loving to share, oversharing or sharing at the wrong moment, that is definitely something, I need to think about and become more self-aware about. Because no one wants to be in a conversation with someone who continues to interrupt and continues to overtalk. Not likable at all. And coming from a background of being a call center supervisor and active listening, that was one thing on our call sheets that came up a lot. If you interrupted the customer and you weren't listening and you didn't give them a space to talk about what made them feel the way they felt as to why they called BMW or called you, your score went down, but it also left a perception with the customer that they weren't heard. And one quote I kind of live by is, people don't remember what you do for them, they remember how you made them feel. When you look back, the most likable people in your past, you remember they did things that made you feel a part of the conversation, made you feel even loved. And one thing today we're going to talk about with our likability traits, which is next, are just the quantifiable ways. Like Angela said before, it's how to take something that's subjective and bring it into an objective opportunity. Some things that will make it measurable for you. And the other observation I think I want to say is, I accept feedback with gratitude and give feedback with grace. That is actually something I can raise my hand and say, ooh. If we bring ourselves authentically to conversations or authentically to work, the last thing we want to hear sometimes is criticism. But one thing about criticism is it raises our awareness of ourselves and our surroundings. Because if you are doing something, and I use Malka as an example, I did not know that I was that excitable until one day I was at my desk excited. And Malka turned to me and said, what's wrong? And she would continue to turn around. And how we navigated that in our space in the office was, you know what, I need to be more aware of how excited I get over small things, because I'm the person that's like, yes! And she's like, what? I have to think about that. Might actually be a trigger for someone, or it might excite someone unnecessarily. So, something there, just my little spiel. And Malka, if you want to give some feedback on that, we'd love to hear your voice today too. If not, it's okay. I don't want you to feel put on the spot.